Is Rachel, and I am a Thrifty Crocheter. And how's everybody doing this evening? I hope y'all had a very blessed Sunday and a wonderful, wonderful weekend. This was my weekend off, and we just had gorgeous weather where I live. It's been just like upper 70s, lower 80s, nice breeze, and no humidity whatsoever. It was just gorgeous weather all weekend. And I hope you guys had gorgeous weather wherever you live as well. So, I hope you guys are doing well. Um, I went to some thrift stores yesterday with my daughter, and also went to Half Price Books, where I've got this book on 101 Easy Scrap Crochet Projects. I bought a few other books as well, but I am making um, this blanket called Dream Stripes, and it's a fairly easy project to make. It should see 2, 4, 6. I'm on row 8. Row 8 out of 110. So it's gonna take me a good little bit to get this done. But that's okay. I'm here for it. Um, what are you guys making? I'm just I'm making this blanket just out of scraps. Um, oh, okay. Okay, there we go. Sorry, my ball decided to go rolling off the table. This old metal chair has the steps that pull out from underneath, so that's why you hear all the clang bang from those steps that pull out from underneath. Um, oh, I have 20 people. Hello, 20 people. How is everybody doing tonight? I hope all of you are doing extremely well on this Sunday evening. Oh, down to 15. And hope you guys are doing well tonight and that you've had a wonderful weekend. I was on earlier today. I just thought I'd come back on and say hi. Um, Something we might do for funsies. I got at Michael's today. Was this year of crochet stitches, a stitch a day perpetual calendar. So, and each month they do a different kind of either a stitch or a motif. Like this is the month of August, so they're different doing motifs. But these motifs tend to start with a magic circle, which I really, really hate doing because they frustrate the heck out of me. But this is today's motif. Kind of a triangular shaped one. Almost has an Irish look to it. But I am working on a blanket. I hope you guys are doing well. Uh, I took some time off, and now I am back. And for those that don't know, every morning I read devotions. I have 3 different devotion books that I read from. And then I end my devotion with a little prayer square. And also, I'm going to be also bring back the making tutorials for stitches and tutorials on various granny squares from these boxes, the granny square card deck and the granny square flower card deck. There will also be tutorials on other little projects, quick and easy little projects. Um, I don't think I'm going to do like a crochet along or make along, what have you, for like a blanket. I don't think I have it in me to do that quite yet, but that is one of the things on my to-do list. Well, thank you, Miss Ashley. I appreciate that. She says, "Hi, I think your crocheting is so nice." Well, thank you. But this is what I have done so far. Only about 8 rows in, like I said, out of 110. But I just started this yesterday, so don't judge me. I'm using up the scraps in my room. My craft room is a mess. I have so many whips. So many whips. And so in order to quote unquote clean up this craft room, I need to change my whips to an FO. FO is a finished object. Whips is works in progress. So, can I make a dinosaur after if I can? Funny you should ask that. Over in my bedroom, if you have heard of the Woobles, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. One of the Woobles actually is a little dinosaur, and the Woobles, mind you, are usually only like this big. But I decided to take it to bump it up a level, and I have some blanket yarn, that fuzzy blanket yarn, and I'm gonna make them, and they're like this big. And I'm making a little family of 3, and I've got 3 different colors, and so it's gonna be. And I had to buy them bigger eyeballs for them and stuff because obviously they're not gonna, the ones for this, they're not gonna fit a dinosaur that's this big. Um, so I am still working on that. Um, I am also working on a separate blanket for a friend of mine at work. Hello, LJ. Hello, Ashley. Hello, biggest Billy. Biggest Billy. I like that name. I think of the Billy Goat's gruff when I hear the biggest Billy. um, and please don't take that into offense. That's just what I thought of when I heard that. um, also, uh, and I've mentioned this several times, yesterday and today. Um, where I live, here in Fort Wayne, we are doing this thrift trail. Here's the official passport for August 15th and 16th. And here's the map. I'm the map, I'm the map, the map, the map, the map. And you go to the participating stores, and then, they mark it off for you as you go to them. Then you fill out your information and you put it in a drawing for a prize. They got to stamp them. But I just think that is so intelligent. That is the most smart thing I ever heard anybody do. When you go to all the different thrift stores and get an extra 30% off when you go shop, that's cool. Um, but for somebody to put all that together, that takes a lot. That took a lot. That took a lot of work and a lot of behind the scenes work to do that. That's pretty awesome. But I know I am working on a blanket. Um, and an idea that I was just thinking about, and I think it's because of something I saw in my Facebook memory was the something called the Linus Project. Um, if you go to linusproject.org, you'll get to hear everything about it. They make blankets, whether it's quilting, crocheting, um, knitting, and the blankets go to kids that are in the hospitals and for various reasons, and it's just something that they could have to take home and keep to help keep them feeling comfortable and nice, while they're at the hospital and still be able to take it home. And I just think that is just a really wonderful idea. Um, you go to the website and you click on your state, um, then it will give you a list of areas in your county, um, that's heading it up for that area, and it'll give you like a phone numbers to call, um, and then they tell you what size, per age for each age group, the size of the blankets, and what they need to be made out of. Like they want to be made out of new materials, and they prefer them to be smoke free and allergen free. They got to be washable and wash and dryable. Um, they preferably pet free, because they want to make sure there's no allergies involved. Um, so I just think that's so I'm kind of thinking about doing that myself. I still got to make some calls though tomorrow and figure that out. Um, like I said, I hope you guys are having a really good evening. It's a nice, quiet, peaceful evening here where I live. Tomorrow's another work day. Um, Trying to think if there's anything new. Other than I'm back. I'm back. Um, Nothing that I haven't already, anything new that I haven't already said before that I've repeated like a gazillion times. Um, but be kind always. Please be kind. Um, be kind 365 days of the year. You really should try to be kind to everybody. I'm more of an optimist than a pessimist. I say exactly what's on my mind. I don't sugarcoat it. That's just me. Hello. How is everybody? Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful evening. Um, Trying to work on. Funny thing is even though I have whips that need to be turned into FOs, I decided to start another project. I know that's kind of silly, but if you're a crocheter or knitter, you know exactly how that goes. You just can't help yourself sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta start get into another project. And like I was telling somebody else in another live that they were getting bored with their project. I said, well, just set it down, go work on something quick and easy, and then come back to it. That's that's the way I see it. And they said thank you. My my youngest daughter, one of the many things that she does is crochet, and she is making herself her own sweater. But she has asked me. She kind of begged me, and I told her no. You need to finish it yourself, to help her finish it because she made the front and she made the back and she's got the side sewed up. All it needs now is the sleeves. And when my daughter was making this, and I asked her, well, what size hook were you using to make it? If you would make it, I need to know what size hook, and because she was kind of making it on the fly, her own pattern. And she said it's nothing but double crochets, but I asked her what size hook, and she said yellow, like she was saying like in a question mark tone, yellow. She's like, it's just my go-to hook, and I was like, that's all you got for me is yellow. I don't know. So I have to figure, but hopefully she's gonna finish it herself. I mean, she was just wanted to do. I don't know. It's still at her place. She didn't bring it over, but she kind of wants me to finish it for her because she thinks I'm faster. And I'm like, really? I'm not as fast as you think I am. I don't have a. I've only got so much time. Because I work full time and I have a daughter that I take to work every day. Good. Oh, Miss Shatika, you're still here. You're here again. Yay, Miss Shatika Woods. Good evening. Hope everybody has a blessed Sunday and a wonderful weekend. Um, Another thing, um, my daughter was admiring a blanket at my father's house. It's on the back of the couch, and she wanted me to make that for her. So, yeah, and my other daughter was like, "Well, it was in a book, but trouble is, I don't remember what book it was in. In order to make that exact pattern for her, I'm gonna have to go look it up. Um, I, I have so many books. It's gonna take me forever to find that book in order to make that blanket for her. Um, but she also wants me to finish her sweater for her by making the sleeves for her. She made this blanket. She made this sweater that has like this giant eyeball, the scary looking eyeball in the center. But she wants me to finish it for her. I said I don't know. I have to think about it. But I really want. But I also told her I really want her to finish it so that she can feel good about herself about finishing it. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's still over there at her place. So we shall see what we shall see. Hello, hello. My numbers keep going up and down and up and down. But it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock. And if you're watching this on the vertical, on your phone, make sure you tap the screen. You tap the screen twice in order to get a like. And you like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And give me the likes and throw out put in comments, all that kind of good stuff. Um, because as you know, YouTube loves all that stuff in the algorithms. So, what are you guys up to? Da di da di da di da la di da di da di da la di da di da di da. I'm just working on a blanket. Working on a blanket called Dreamy Stripes. And it's fairly easy. Just single crochets, double crochets, and double crochet clusters. Real simple. But I'm using up my scraps. You know, because every once in a while, you need a good scrappy blanket. So I have an interesting question. What do you guys like to make with your scraps? Or do you donate them? Because when you donate them to thrift stores, that's when people like me pick those up and go, thank you. And we make gorgeous things with the stuff that you donated. That's one of the things that sometimes I wish I could do. Um, I wish that I could meet the people that have donated the yarns that they've donated and just shake their hand and say, thank you for your donation. And this is what I've made because of your donation. And as almost look what you missed out on kind of thing. It's like just because you're down to one skein of this or this little bit of this, you know, it doesn't mean you can't make anything from it. You know, maybe you personally can't, but look what I just made from that, you know? Um, Here's what I did. How are you? Working on a blanket. What are you working on? Are you making a scrappy blanket like I am? Or are you working on something else made with scraps? Or you making something specific with the yarn that you already have? Or did you have to go and buy more yarn to make a certain project for somebody? What are you guys up to? What are you doing today? What have you been doing lately with your yarn? Are there any um, particular organizations that you might be making projects for? I can't talk straight tonight. Um, I have. I mean, there are different organizations out there that you can make blankets for. Um, but there is one that I was kind of thinking about, which was the Linus Project. Um, Coming from linusproject.org, and you make blankets for kids, whether they're quilted or crocheted or knitted. Um, but it's an idea I'm just kind of thinking about. May have to call. I'm probably going to call them this week and try to get more information and see how I can help them out, because it does give on the website the size of the blankets for the various age groups, um, because they are given to children in hospitals. Just having fun using up my scraps. Having fun using up my scraps to make a nice little scrappy blanket called Dreamy Stripes. Working on a blanket with my scraps. Working on a blanket with my scraps. Working on a blanket with my scraps. Sometimes you just need a good scrappy blanket to work on. Help clear your clear your area a little bit. Help get rid of some stuff. Trying to get my change my whips into FOs. Whips are works in progress and FOs are finished objects. Because that's what I really need to do. Is turn my whips into FOs. I don't know if you guys have that problem, but I have that problem. looking really good. It's looking good so far. Besides this blanket, I am also working on a Tunisian crochet blanket for a friend of mine at work. Mm, this ball is trying to run away from me. That's not good. Well, you know what? I have been sitting here crocheting, and I forgot to, and I did earlier today too. I forgot to bring my pillow. I do have one of them craft pillows, but I forgot to use it. Silly me. Well, I think I am gonna go late. Not late, but it's kind of late. I'm gonna let you all go. I just wanted to do a quick little hello tonight, and hope y'all had a good weekend. And I hope that you guys have a very wonderful week and a marvelous Monday. Love y'all. Bye.